morning and welcome to a very special vlog today. The saxophone's going. We're here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach for the media launch of Icon. There it is, the UK's first double launch coaster. And here he is, Martin's with me!
I'm so excited! This is somewhere where I haven't stood yet. So obviously, and this is going to be my first ride today, even though everybody else, a few people rode it on Saturday.
Now we have just been in a press conference for the last 45 minutes. There will be a separate video of that going on the channel soon where you'll get to see representatives from Mac Rise, the Thompson's family and lots of other people who've been involved in the project. So make sure you check that out in a separate video, a Q&A session about all the ride and the design behind it. But it's nearly time to ride. I can't wait.
Is the question. Do we dare to ride?
I dare to ride. Do you dare to ride?
I do.
Ride launch for the press and media of Icon, the ride down here. We have now invited the families up to cut the ribbon and open Icon officially for the press and media. So if I can get a countdown from you guys and helping out, and we can count down from 5. Are you ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Icon the ride is now officially open. Let's give a massive round of applause to the Thompson and the Mac family. What I'd like to do now is invite the families to head on down and take the first official ride of Icon. Family are now making their way down to the station where they will board as they dare to ride Icon.
So that's the first official train on Icon. We've got the Mac family on there, the Thompson family, enjoying a ride together on Icon. In a moment we'll get to see them just pass around this section as they make their way towards that second launch. Look who it is over there, look at a wild species there. We've not seen him for a while, look. It's Joe Beasley. See him there on the fence. Joe Beasley. Here they come. Yeah! There it is, Joe Beasley. Oh my God. It's been a while. How are you? Oh my God, yeah. I'm sure his hair's changed colour since I last saw him, you know.
No.
Are you excited?
I've done it to match Icon.
Are you excited to go on it?
Yes. I think it is the sunshine that made it change colour myself.
There you go. Love it. Here we are. The saxophone's still going. We're about to ride. Amanda after her first ride. She looks like she's smiling, looks like she's enjoyed it. That's what we like to see. You don't want to spend £16 million and not enjoy your ride though, would you? Let's be honest. Andy Hine, yeah, from Roller Coaster Club of Great Britain. Michael Mack.
Ewan McGregor down there.
Oh, wow. Everyone's out. Hey up! It's great to see everyone. That's the good thing about these media events. You get to see lots of different people who you're not seeing for a long time. And it's just nice to build those connections, meet new people as well, which is always a great thing about it. But here we are entering the queue line. I mentioned this on Saturday. The queue line for Icon is actually quite short, but it can run 3 trains. So hopefully the queue isn't going to get that big. That's what I think the park are hoping for with this. If they need to, I suppose people can just queue out in front of the shop, which is only through the archway just there. But yeah, you get some really nice views of the coaster here. Obviously you can see the first launch just here, the second launch just behind it, and yeah, it's all nicely landscaped around here as well. to make our way around into the 0G roll. Let's go. Lots of air time there. Second one. Welcome to the other one.
That's the best bit.
Maximum air time there. Such a long ride as well. Brilliant, really enjoyable. For me, that second section, especially the twists and turns, I think Martin did it for me really when he said that it sort of feels a bit like Taron, which is an intermin coaster.
Yeah.
But with this, it
It's very different from Blue Fire. It's
brilliant. Quite a few rides on Icon so far here today. I won't ask Martin his full thoughts just yet until we come to the end of it.
Yeah,
but
it's a bit early.
Yeah, it's a bit early.
Isn't it about 4 times?
Yeah, 4 times. I mean, the queue's gone right down now. It's running a consistent 2 trains, which is great. But yeah,
We
really
just got
enjoying
stuck on it though.
We did,
and it
yeah.
felt a lot faster after it set those magnets for the second time.
Yeah, we sort of rolled back here and then launched us, which was interesting.
Yeah, you said, and it felt faster at the top of that top hat. It's definitely faster after it broke down.
I won't ask you your full thoughts yet, Martin, but initial reactions to Icon.
It's a good coaster and it's a world-class coaster, definitely. In terms of other map megas, I do prefer Blue Fire.
There you go, initial reaction, but
it is better than Star Trek.
Oh, there you go, better than Star Trek Operation Enterprise, which is a moving part of Germany. I think it's important that we review all these rides for what they are, and it's certainly a fantastic ride here in the UK. And I enjoy all these map coasters. That'll be where you scan your wristband when it officially opens on Friday. Up there is the station. Obviously, I like with this how you got the glass, meaning you can see all the train, all the lights on. Bit of a geeky shot there with all the wheels underneath that we love. Hey, that's Nick on the front. Back row? Yeah, no. Stolen from me for a front row ride. Look at this. Who's this that's stolen me from the ride? Look at this. Shocking.
I need you to front before you should.
Oh, there you are. Enjoy your front row. Enjoy the Mac Mega. a fantastic time here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and yeah, we've had not one, not two, I'm not even going to count through like that. Today I've had 12 rides on Icon, that means a total of 13. But before I share what I think to it in different rider positions, let's get Martin's thoughts on Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Where do I start?
Here we go.
Number one, it's a world-class coaster, alright?
They're the words that the part love to hear,
yeah,
I'm sure.
exactly. And I never thought that we would ever see a Mack Mega Coaster in the UK. I'm so glad to see one only an hour and a half away from my house.
So am I.
That is the most magical thing about it. So, as for the ride, I mean, I love it. I mean, you don't expect it to feel as fast as it actually does. It actually feels a lot faster than it actually looks. You see, that does, I'm not going to lie, it does look quite slow.
It does off-ride, doesn't it?
A lot of people say that, alright? But let's face it, alright? It is 52 miles per hour. It is faster than Nemesis.
Yeah.
So obviously you've got to look at that. Nemesis only 50.
Yeah.
So there you go, you've got to look at that. But you
Speed
get
doesn't
so
make a
much
coaster.
more airtime than you actually looks like you are going to get. You see, it doesn't look like you will actually get that much airtime. In terms of where it ranks for me, I do prefer Blue Fire and Helix, but this is more re-rideable than Helix.
There you go. And for those of you that aren't familiar with this type of coaster, basically Blue Fire was the original Mack launch coaster, and then the double launch coaster came in with Helix. Can't get my words out. Honestly, it's rare for me to come off a Mack coaster and actually feel physically drained, and the fact that we've just sat in the station and kept going round and round and round has meant that my legs are wobbling like jelly. I'm shaking after that.
Yeah,
after so many rides in a row.
10 goes, Sean had 12.
Sponsored by Iron Brew, is it, this video? But yeah, like any other thoughts on the ride? Yeah, 11 goes there. Yeah, you enjoy it as a ride?
Really good.
Yeah,
really
it's great.
good.
Yeah, and
Can't decide if I like the back or the front the best.
it's one of those, isn't it? So obviously that leads me on to talk about those rider positions. Obviously, I reviewed it with my first initial reactions video on Saturday from a front row ride. I've rode it in pretty much every row, maybe not every row, but nearly all of them. And I'd say it's certainly, for intensity, a back row coaster. For the views, and I'd say, yeah, some of the airtime as well. You get some mass airtime on the front, especially on the first top half.
With the trains being so short, I don't think it matters where you sit, in my opinion. All right, for the views, front row, obviously, all right, but in terms of intensity, I don't think it really matters where you sit.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I can feel a bit of a difference.
It's so short on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4 seats shorter than other Mack Mega coasters out there. But there is something though that I just want to talk about, and that's on the back row and towards the rear of the train. There's a bit of a rattle at the moment. Now, it's not rough at all by all means, but you can just feel the ride rattling a little bit. I'm not too sure what's causing that. I remember Helix had this issue when it opened back in 2014, and it seems to be considerably less now. So I'm not too sure if that's something what Mack will come in and look at, but it certainly wasn't rough. It was just a little rattle on the train. But like Martin said, with it being shorter trains, there's not loads of difference where you sit, but I do have a few favourites, me personally, that I really like. I think it's a left-hand side coaster. Say you come in here, it's on a 2-hour queue, I'd probably sit on the left-hand side for me personally. The airtime certainly feels, hey, let's coaster up down there. What do you think to it?
Very good.
You enjoyed it?
Just had the ride on the front, and it was very, very good.
That's great, and you just keep re-riding it today as well, which is the best thing about it. Yeah, I think I've had, well, 12 rides today.
12?
But,
only been on 3.
Yeah, awesome.
Still pretty good though.
That's great, yeah, good to see you. Yeah, I look forward to seeing your video that you've done from the day. But yeah, just going back to the whole sort of front row, back row thing, and you know, like obviously you get maximum airtime wherever you sit on this ride because it's designed to be one of them coasters. A lot of people didn't really believe in all the corners and things of the second section, but for me, I think the second section is the highlight of the ride. And coming up there into that Elmerman, the views of the park are stunning, and I think what really made it for me was the big one was just coming down that first drop and up into the first hill. I heard the train just underneath us down here, and it really made me think we're on this modern roller coaster inside a park with over 100 years of history. It really is a stunning ride, and I'll share some more thoughts later on. But whilst the queue is still open, I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to go for another ride on Icon. So let's go. Here we go on Icon, about to enter that first LSM launch. Obviously around here the soundtrack's playing. It's going to shout Icon on the PA system just as we launch. Here we go. Icon. Starts off gradual, but off we go. Airtime there. Into that incline loop, making our way back out now. We're going to interact with the Big Dipper and steeplechase. Woo. Oh yeah, love that out bend. Underneath steeplechase, back round. The 0G roll, there's a hang time there. Loving that hang time, pops of air time, massive ejector. And into that second LSM launch. Oh yes! Oh, into the Immelman. I love it! Woo! Yes! It whips you around these corners and helixes. Woo-hoo-hoo! Got a massive ejector air time. Whip me around that way. Oh yes! I love it! Woo! Making our way around the different little corners and bends and twists. I'll bring us round into the brake run. And there we go. Icon of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Oh, what a great ride. So there we go, it's come to the end of an iconic day here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. The official opening, the media launch for this ride. Martin, what a day we've had, haven't we?
It's been brilliant today, yeah, it really has. And it's so nice to see the opening of the very first mega coaster into the UK. And I certainly hope it brings in the crowds for Blackpool. And I hope it actually brings Blackpool off the map, you know, because let's face it, Blackpool has always been the, you know, I like the place where, you know, people always, Blackpool sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know
and a lot of all the rides and stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly, and I hope that people don't say that anymore, you know what I mean?
This is a modern ride for a very modern Blackpool, and this doesn't just go for the park, but the town itself, as Amanda Thompson OBE spoke about earlier on at the press conference. It's not just about this business, it's about the wider area, bringing tourism into Blackpool, to Sandcastle, the zoo, the tower, all the other different attractions there is around. And yeah, it's been a brilliant day today. I've managed 15 rides on Icon today. That's why my voice is starting to go. Martin did, how many? 10 rides? But we could just keep going round, couldn't we, in the station today? It's been excellent, really, really good. And in terms of...
I am happy with 10, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a good number.
I'm not feeling disappointed. I'm not feeling... Yeah.
And your final review really is that, where would you rate it in terms of coasters? Can you make that up
yet? The world?
Or just in general, or in the UK, like, can you make that statement yet? Or do you need more rides? Or?
I don't think it is in the top 10 for me.
No, not a top 10 coaster.
It's certainly in the top 10 for the UK.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it definitely is.
It's up there with the likes of Nemesis and the Swarm, isn't it, for quality? And for me, it is my number one UK coaster.
And in terms of Europe, really, you've got to, if you live in Europe, you've got to come out here and you've got to ride it.
Yeah.
I mean, end of subject. Because
completely agree.
If you come in here to ride Nemesis, come here to ride Blackpool, which is just up the road.
There you go.
So, those are both world-class coasters.
You heard it there from Martin himself. It's been really nice to see Martin again and spend the day here. But that isn't all for Icon here on Theme Park Worldwide. I'll be going even more in depth as we go to Friday for the main public opening for the ride, and I can't wait to share a full vlog from Icon and the park as well. But I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been here today, invited us down to the park for this special event, and also a big thank you to the marketing team, all the staff at the park for making this possible, and also everyone that's built this ride. Congratulations to the Thompson family and the Mack family. And as you can see just behind me, all these different posts here, all these red posts with all the different names of the people that have helped build this incredible new roller coaster. Thank you very much for watching this here on Theme Park Worldwide. Check out the full video from the press conference that is on YouTube right now to go and watch. And yeah, that is all here from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I'll be back here on Friday. Thanks for watching Theme Park Worldwide. And from the media launch of Icon the Ride, that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys.